news, Lithium Americas says that phase one of its flagship Thacker Pass project is expected to be completed in late 2027. It's something I spoke with the company's chief executive, Jonathan Evans, about, as well as Lithium's growing presence on a global scale. Take a listen.
To see how important it is, how much it's grown over the last 10 years. I mean, this is an industry that's growing at 15% annual growth rates. And it's ubiquitous. Everyone thinks about mobility applications, electric vehicles, but we're sitting in this building here. This interview is powered by lithium batteries. Every universal power supply for a data center has a lithium battery in it. Missiles on ships, drones and on war fields. It's everywhere, and it continues to grow as we're a very power-hungry society. Even for the grid itself, a large-scale grid storage to stabilize our grids, and even connect it to renewable energy to store either the sun or the wind and use it at different times. So it's super important. It's a critical mineral. It's been on the U.S. Government and actually the European government, Canadian government, Australian government, Japanese government. It's been recognized as something very important, and now in the world we're in, very strategic as well.
Thacker Pass started in 2007. Can you take me through that project, the evolution of it, and what is going on at Thacker Pass?
Yes, it's been a long journey. It was started under a different company. In fact, the deposit, which is the largest known lithium deposit in the world, was actually discovered by Chevron looking for uranium. They didn't find a lot of uranium, but they found a lot of lithium. But back in the early 70s, that wasn't very important. In 2007, a company started to advance it. We took the asset over in 2016, did a lot more work on the geology, found that it was very unique, very, very cost effective, very, very environmentally friendly as well, and have worked now to basically build the whole team out, finance the project fully. We're fully financed, and start construction about a year and a half ago. We are in full construction deployed at this point. We've got about 500 crafts on site. Excavation has been done. We're pouring concrete, all aimed at opening this facility up in late 2027. It'll be the largest integrated lithium operation in North America, and it'll supply a portion of what the U.S. needs. Not nearly enough, but the largest domestic supply of fully processed lithium that we'll have as Americans.
And who are your primary partners and customers?
So our key partner is General Motors. General Motors is the joint venture partner, but also they're our largest single shareholder in the company. GM has invested cash and cash equivalents, about $950 million. It's actually obviously key to their business for their own integrated battery operations and partnerships that they have with companies like LG and Samsung. Another backer from a financing standpoint is the U.S. government. Via the Department of Energy, loans for critical minerals, ours being a large one. That's another piece of the capital stack. And then we have an investor called Orion, and Orion's private equity type firm that specializes investing in not only critical minerals, but also precious metals like gold and silver.
What are some future milestones that we should look for?
All execution now. We're fully permitted. We have no legal issues, which most projects, even infrastructure projects in this country, run into, and it slows things down. That was a long, arduous process for us. That was 3 to 4 years in permitting. The milestones now are really execution in terms of construction. So we put our first steel up last week. We've got all of our critical equipment coming in from vendors around the U.S. and some locations around the world. And it's really milestones matched with labor. So we'll, at about 500 right now, we'll peak at about 2,000 workers end of next year and into 2027, and then we'll quickly ramp down. And I'll add, actually, we're in a fairly rural area of northern Nevada, so we provide room and board for all of our workforce, because you've got people that are coming in some cases from the East Coast, because we require skilled labor, welders, pipe fitters, and so forth. So to help them out, because we're in a smaller community, we offer free room and board as part of their 3 weeks on, 1 week off.
So the project has simulated the economy in northern Nevada.
Yes, it will. It already has in terms of the influx of workers coming in. But once we get up and running, if you look at what the benefit is from a tax standpoint, both federal tax, state, county taxes, I mean, you're talking hundreds of millions of dollars.
And you're looking at 2027?
To start the plant up. We'll ramp up over the course of 2028. And by the end of 2028, we'll be running it at full rates.
And where do you see lithium extraction going in the next 5 to 10 years?
There's a lot of looking around now in the U.S., just given the run-up we had in rare earths, we had in lithium, and both are quite volatile because they're relatively small compared to something like copper or iron ore, which they're too small to be exchange traded. So Nevada, we have the largest known sedimentary-based asset. There's a lot of work going on in the regions of Arkansas and Texas for lithium development, Canada for hard rock. Traditionally, outside of China, it's been Australia. But Australia essentially ships everything, the raw material that they have, it's not processed to China. And in South America, Chile and Argentina. So it's fairly limited, but you're seeing now every region of the world looking for this material. I think the Ukraine just is offering a tender now for a lithium deposit because Europe needs a close inshore source of it, because right now they import theirs either from, usually in China, already embedded into batteries or cathodes, or coming from as far away as places like Chile.
You can watch the rest of my interview with Lithium America's CEO, President, and Director Jonathan Evans across our social media channels. Coming up, and